Hi everybody, welcome to my latest video review. This is on the Red Space Ranger figure. I apologize for delaying it, it's just things came up and I was just putting it off because of laziness. Let's get started here. So here's a side-by-side comparison. On the left you have the Red Space Ranger figure from 1998, and on the right you have the space figure that was released recently by Bandai. Now, let's get started here. As you can tell, I don't know about you guys, though, the first glaring thing that I notice are the holes on the figure's shoulder. I don't know why they didn't make any attempt to cover it up, but it looks really ugly. And also, I thought it was the way I was posing him. Let me actually try to pose him properly, so you guys can see where I'm coming from. There we go. That's the best I can get him stand properly. As you guys can kind of tell, the legs look scrawny and the chest is very buffed up. It just does not match up. It just looks very weird, like really kind of off. And there's also a significant difference in the helmet. Like the helmet, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the helmet in the 5-inch figure is more condensed. Like it's more narrower, not condensed, my bad, wrong word. While the helmet in the 98 figure is more spread out and looks more natural. And now let's get to articulation. The articulation remains the same as the Super Mega Force silver figure. Like, the hands can move up and down from the elbow region, or you can move it. There's like a ball joint articulation, or you can move the head from side to side. Or there's a 360 glove movement here, or from the elbow you can move it up. Basically the standard figure movement, like articulation, like the knee or the thigh region, or you can move the boot all around. It's whatever, just nothing special, not like that's basically what it is. Now to the weapon, that's the best part of this figure. They made a really big spiral saber. I really love it. But that's the only thing. And even the paint details on the figure, they colored it in, which is pretty good. But one thing that's lacking is a holster. Bandai went with this new thing where they add little pegs to the sidearm, and you just um, attach it onto the belt. But it doesn't work for the classic Rangers because the holsters were part of their uniform. So not having it just makes it look awkward, at least to me. I'm a person of detail. So yeah, this is what the Astro Blaster looks like. It's not one of my favorites because it looks pretty. It doesn't even really look like the Astro Blaster. It's a very poor attempt of it. The 98 edition, it actually pulled the two guns together, the two guns, and you would have that. You even attach the spiral saber to the Astro Blaster and make the spiral saber booster mode. Let me actually fix it on. It's kind of a challenge. So that's what it looks like. It's kind of old, the pegs, so it doesn't really stay on that well, but it's truly remarkable. I mean, I'm not going to deduct points for the new Red Ranger figure not being able to do this because they do have Red Rangers from all 20 seasons that they have to cover. So going through every little detail of weapon combinations I know is not something that's realistic. So I'm not going to hold that against them. But overall, the 98 Red Ranger wins. Not only because of accuracy, they have like little details like in the figure. One of the details I actually like, let me try to And if you guys can see, there's like two faint lines on the belt. They've actually molded in two lines going around the belt to make it look more realistic. And even the wrist, the glove, right here you see like a wrinkle, like they molded on a wrinkle to make it look more realistic. Even the helmet that I kind of like, even though it's a tiny detail. If you guys can tell, let me try to move it closer and closer. There we go. You can see there are the three lines, the clasps or whatever they're supposed to be, are molded or colored in. Even the little Mega Ranger symbol or the Power Rangers in Space symbol is also colored in right there. So there's a lot of, or oh here you can see the belt clearly. Oh, see now when I want to show you guys, it goes off on me. Let me see if I can get closer. But you guys did see the little grooves on the belts that I was talking about. Overall, this figure is a lot more accurate. I'm pretty sure if they were focusing on just Power Rangers in space, they would have maybe made an attempt. But since they're making all the Red Rangers, they just skipped the few details there. That's basically it for my review. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, I'll be more than happy to answer them, like all like pricing details and where to get them. I mean, they're already out in Canada. I don't know if it's out everywhere, but in every Walmart, but it is out because I did see these figures. Again, do not resort to getting them online. I know we all have that urge of just getting them online because you can't wait for them. Because in the end, you end up paying more than it's actually worth, and when you see see it in stores, you feel like crap for getting it offline. For getting it online. So yeah, so I'm just saying wait. And also another thing that like a lot better on the 98 Red Ranger is the five colored squares on the chest. It's a little more realistic as opposed to the 5-inch figure, which doesn't looks like a cartoon almost. But that's it for my review. And again, since they're covering all 20 seasons, maybe that's why they did the figure like they did it, because they didn't want to like blow too much on all this detail. But for what it's worth, it is actually a decent representation of the Red Space Ranger. It's just a pity that we won't get the entire team, because it would just be completely awesome to have the entire another set of the Space Rangers. But that's basically it. And if you guys have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to ask. And as for pricing, in Canada they're $11.99 at the moment plus tax. In the US, prices are cheaper generally, so if you live in the US, I cannot quote a price for you because for the obvious reason of me not living there, but you will most likely get it for cheap. And that's basically it. And also like I'm not doing this to be mean or anything. I don't really like the whole buying something, like buying stuff for people and then shipping it out. It's just that I honestly do not have time for that, and which is what one of the reasons. Another reason is that I'm heavily saving up for all these things, and like I can't really afford to go and really do all of this. I mean, like buying stuff and then shipping it off. It's just I've done it before. It is kind of hectic, and it does cost money to be buying shipping material and doing this, doing that. And in the end, it's just for me not worth it. So I'm not saying it or to be mean or anything. It's just I've experienced it before, and it's not something I want to go through. So yes. So that's my review, and if you and thanks for watching as always, and have a good day.